Hello, my name is Teresa Tarpley, and this is my story. Hello, my name is Teresa Tarpley. I am from Fort Worth, Texas, born and raised in the Butler Housing Project community. The Butler Housing community was my favorite childhood neighborhood. Even though we were poor, we didn't realize we were poor. We grew up on government cheese, and it was just fun. You know, I never could be able to leave off of the front porch, but I enjoyed just watching other friends outside being able to play and laugh and have fun. And it was just never a dull moment over there. It was just so much fun, so much peace. It was so family oriented in that community. I just always remember that, you know, certain people that would try to come play with me, she'll tell them to get off her porch, or she would always tell me, you better not leave off of the porch, and I had to just stay on the porch. I could never leave off. Every now and again I could play with certain people, but a lot of times I couldn't. And, you know, and it used to always just make me feel like, what's wrong? Why I can't never leave off of the porch? Why I can't never, you know? But even though just being there, and I had to be on the porch, it was more peaceful than after we left from over there. My mother was a very sweet person, but she had her ways of being mean. My father at that time, I never really had a chance to get to know him. I knew of him. Every time I would call his mechanic shop, people will always tell me he's not there, or sometimes when I grew up and I would go and visit family members, and he may come around, he may not, but we never had a relationship with each other. He always pushed me away. My dad confirmed to me that I found out we had 17 siblings, but I found out that I have a brother out here. I don't know who my brother is, and I don't know all of my sisters. We're all separated. But my mom, I only remember two brothers. My years as a teenager, I always wanted to just grow up and just be away. I got tired of staying at home. I got tired of all the domestic violence. I wanted to have some love, and just being away from the home, you know, it was no love at home. Just watching my mom go through domestic violence, and you think that she moved from the projects and get married and move into a house with a man, 4-bedroom and 2-bath, everything was gonna go right, but it didn't. They share a separate phone line, separate refrigerators. It was separate time to eat. If we didn't eat before dark, couldn't eat, didn't bathe before dark, couldn't bathe. And I just got tired of it. I wanted to have love, and I watched all my friends, you know, getting pregnant at an early age, and I felt like, well, shoot, if I have a baby, then I can make him love me. And I just started just getting away and hanging out with people, and, you know, there was smoking cigarettes and smoking weed and drinking every now and again, and I wanted to fit in because I wanted some love. It was no love at home, and I didn't know who I was. I was like a jigsaw puzzle, just trying to fit in and figure out who I was. Hanging out with people that was snorting cocaine, smoking weed, skipping school, drinking, lying about my age, and then I ended up eventually, you know, from smoking weed led to popping pills, went to snorting cocaine every now and again, to snorting heroin every now and again, but none of those was my swag until I got with that crack. That crack or weed, it was something else. The first time I smoked it, I think I tried it when I was probably like 16 or 17 years old. I was lying saying, oh, I'm 19 and I'm 20, and because I was doing everything everybody else was doing, just trying to fit in, but I was actually lying. I wasn't. and and was prostituting at an early age and just doing everything I could to fit in. Drugs numbed a lot of my feelings. It cleansed, it not cleansed, but it just covered me up. It was like a comforter. Once I smoked the crack, I didn't feel no more pain. I didn't feel no depression. I didn't feel lonely, didn't feel weary. It just covered up, it just numbed me. It was like a comforter. I didn't think about a lot of painful and hurtful things that had happened to me. But when the drugs were gone, all that old stuff started coming back. When I was on drugs, I didn't bathe. I didn't comb my hair. I slept around with whoever. It didn't matter if it was a man or woman to get dope. I didn't know my self-worth. They can give me a half a piece of crack. It didn't matter if it was a $2 piece or a $5 piece or a $10 piece. I did whatever I had to do to get it. And half of the people that I slept with, they didn't use condoms. Yeah, I affected and the drugs didn't just affect me. It affected other people. I didn't just affect me. I affected other people that was around me. I had a baby that was born addicted to crack cocaine. I treated other children like they were on crack. If I didn't eat before dark, I couldn't eat. If I didn't bathe before dark, I couldn't bathe. And if I didn't bathe, they didn't bathe. Let me correct myself. If I didn't bathe, they didn't bathe. If I didn't eat, they didn't eat. I would go to WIC and get milk for my baby, and every time I go get WIC, I would sell it. Or I would call my mom and say, Mom, I need some diapers for my baby. She'll bring me diapers, and I'll take the diapers and sell them for $5, or try to trade them in at the store, just to get me some dope. Whatever it took to get dope, that's what I did to get it. That was my best friend. He's the one that taught me how to read. He taught me how to spell. He taught me a lot of things. And I remember he was in Job Corp, and I would write him letters and try to write in cursive and acting like I was smart. And he seen when he came home I wasn't smart, and he began to teach me a lot of things. And I mean, he was just an encouraging person to me. He was always just there for me. My brother got murdered when we moved. It seemed like when we moved from the Butlers, nothing good happened. My stepdad didn't like us, and he put my brother out, and I found out that him and my stepdad was pulling guns out on each other. And my brother went back to the Butlers to visit, and a dude said my brother stole his weed papers and stabbed my brother in the back and killed him. And after that, it was like I didn't have nobody that was there to love and care for me no more. He was gone. And even watching certain TV shows, I couldn't take to watch them because it was so painful. Just to watch them, I would just cry so much. I think I did drugs. I started, just not with crack, but just with weed and everything. I was probably like 14, 15 when I first started trying it, or maybe 13, somewhere along in there. But it took, that crack is what really took me down. And I remember September the 19th, 1994, I was real depressed. I came home, hadn't eaten and hadn't bathed in days, and I was just crying. And I had met a lady in Narcotics Anonymous, and I called her and I said, I'm tired of getting high, just crying. And she said, baby, if you're really sincere about not getting high no more, she said, take your bath and eat you something. And she said, get down on your knees and tell God you want to surrender, but you don't know how. And I haven't smoked crack anymore since then. Well, a lot of them, I was always told, in the streets, they always say, once a dope fiend, always a dope fiend. Oh, she'll be back out there getting high. And it was hard at first, but I had to find positive things to do. Like when you frustrated, you always got to find something negative to do. When I get frustrated, oh, let me go give me some dope. But I just continue to move forward. I enrolled in Beauty and Barber College to get my license, just to do something positive and not sit around and not be negative. It was one college that turned me down. Okay, this one turned me down, next. And I just had to keep going forward. I couldn't let what put me down, stopped me from moving forward. And that every day just going helped me out a lot and kept my mind on a positive frame on not smoking crack no more. And then I continue to go to Narcotics Anonymous every day. And I was going to church on Sundays, and I did it for like 18 months and almost 2 years or so. And then I got to the point I started going to clubs every now and again. But my self-esteem was still low. It was very low, even after the drugs was gone. It was still low, and I had to just reroute at one point in time in my life to cut it all off. I have to let them know who the new me is, and I let them know, I had people to lie and say, tell me that, oh, she didn't do this and do that, and people that think they know me, they didn't know me, they knew of me. And I just continue to let them think what they want to think with the lies that they tell, and I continue to push forward and just not let it just destroy me. It don't be easy, but, just keep going forward. I asked them, even with my mom, before my mom left this earth, I had a chance to tell my mom, if I did anything wrong to you, I asked her to forgive me. And I said the same thing to my brother. I let everybody know, even my children, I let them know I'm not the best person. I've never been the best person. But if I did anything wrong to you, please forgive me. And I moved forward, and a lot of other people, I would let them know the same thing. If I did anything wrong to you, please forgive me. And if you don't forgive me, I can't do nothing but move forward. I'm not going to stress, and I'm not going to say, why you ain't forgive me? No, I'm going to continue to move forward. Right now, I am Teresa, the author of Heartbroken, Now Healed and Delivered. I am the executive producer of the stage play I Am Beautiful. I am the Teresa that has been clean from crack cocaine for 24 years. I am the Teresa that is a loving mother of 4 children. I am the Teresa that is a loving grandmother of her grandchildren. I am the Teresa that is a certified nurse's assistant, have been in the nursing field for 20 years. I am the Teresa that keep herself encouraged and to let herself know there is no excuse not to move forward because God's got my back. I Am Beautiful is going to be December the 22nd at the Hall of State on Grand Avenue in Dallas, Texas, in Fair Park. It'll be 2 shows at 3 and at 7 p.m. Tickets are now on sale. They're $20 right now, and they're getting ready to go up. So I encourage everyone to get your tickets. The play is about my life story. It is based off of low self-esteem. Low self-esteem is so dangerous. I had low self-esteem, and doing the play, just getting everything going, I didn't realize that men had low self-esteem. I didn't realize that low self-esteem was a generational curse that was in my family for so many years. But I just believe that there's going to be so many lives and so many souls that are going to be saved. And I just encourage each and everyone to please come out and support this dynamic stage play. I'm a radio talk show host every Friday from 3 to 4 p.m. on the Fishbowl Network. The name of my talk show is the Straight Up Radio Talk Show. It's community support. We have job leagues or people that have come on the show to support people that may have for the ex-offenders or different outreaches that want to support people. I've had people that want to support the youth and different organizations that can help people just not to go backwards but to continue to move forward. My book, Heartbroken, Now Healed and Delivered, it's about me, how my mom and dad treated me, how my brother got murdered behind weed papers, how I've been gang raped, bullied, hit by a car, locked in the trunk of a car, how my stepdad didn't like us, how my mom caused division between me and my brother that's living now, how I was on crack cocaine, baby was born addicted to crack cocaine, prostituting at an early age, clubbing at an early age, In Love with the Thugs, just lost, and I'm still here. The books are on sale on Amazon and Kindle. They're $10 a copy. My ministry is Hurt Broken, Now Hidden Delivered. We go out and we host job fairs for ex-offenders, youth extravaganzas for troubled teens. We go back and we feed and clothe the homeless. We're outreach ministry in the community. Dallas, Fort Worth area, any location, wherever God leads us to go, that's where we go. My name is Teresa Tarpley, and I am beautiful.